Welcome to Rubasha Family Podcast. I'm aloys Rubasha. I'm your preacher and motivation speaker. I preach by faith, and faith comes from the hearing, and hearing comes by preaching the word of God. My friend, I preach by experience and by my knowledge. And today we're going to share about miracles, what we call miracle. Some things happen to us in our life, some things we pray to God to give us, to fulfill our need. As I grow normal church Christians, we taught always we have to have pastors, we have to have somebody who's going to pray for you to get what you want. And that's how everything we learn, and we told even now, we think that's how it works. But my brothers and my sisters, as I say, as I grow, I preach by experience, and I found out to have a miracle is not somebody else outside from us. It's somebody in us. Because I've been teaching you that our mind is our God. Your mind, your imagination, it's your God. Everything you get through your mind. You get through your God, which is living in your mind. Your mind is everything. And now you're going to discover everything you have been miracle has happened to you. Everything that has happened to you is just because you renew your mind. Your mind changed. Anything somebody could have said, you know, go to get it, only way you get it so far now. Any miracle you could think is because you renew your mind. When we renew our mind, God gives us everything. That is how everything changed. I never knew I could continue to be standing here to be a preacher, to preach to people. And I was wondering how I'm going to do it. And I take myself and say, I'm not qualified. I have to go to study or to be things there. And always keep puzzling how to do that. But as a what we call miracle, when something came in to change your mind, to say, yes, you can do it. And where happening now is where we call it, everything comes to happening. Because you have to think about it. You have to see yourself become what you want to be. And everything starts in your mind. Now, when you start questioning yourself, is where now the answers comes. You say, yeah, you can preach by experience. You can preach by your knowledge. But before when it comes, you wonder how. And my brother and my sisters, all our miracle comes the same way. Your mother looking to have a baby for long. You looking a partner. You're looking at a job. You're looking at a dream job. Everything you need, everything you call miracle, according to your need, only the way it's going to come is when you change your mind. When you start seeing it in your mind. And because all we are connected through our mind, and everybody else outside started seeing you in that way. Yeah, for instance, you want to have a baby, you want to have a baby girl, and the doctor has been saying you can't get it. Only the pastor, they can pray for you. Only the way the miracle comes in, it's when it's in your mind. When you're in your mind, you start seeing the baby. You start seeing yourself having the baby. You start having the dreams, the baby. You start having to believe first in your mind it's going to be happening. And guess what? You start going, people start telling you, oh, we have this dream about you. Or you go somewhere, somebody call you, oh, it has to, are you pregnant even if you are not? It's the same. You want to buy a car. You start seeing that car you want to have. You start seeing it in your dream. And when you go, you see, that is how everything's happened, my brother, my sisters. Even a job, you start dreaming a job, you start seeing yourself having that job. But when you renew your mind, when you feel you're seeing yourself, what you want to be, is how to come first to your mind, because our mind is our God. And other people to help you, it becomes through their mind, because all we are connected. You go to see people praising you to have that job. You go to see people seeing you have a baby. You go to see people seeing you are married, you have a husband. They see you, the wedding, something there. Everything starts in our mind. And that is why you see, in the churches, you could see many people have been there for long times. Their miracle never changed, because they're waiting the pastor, they're waiting the God outside to bring them to them. It doesn't happen that way. Only way they came, only way the miracle comes, it's when you renew your mind. When you see, wow, this is in me now, this is coming. And you see it every day, you dream it every day. It doesn't matter what people say, it doesn't matter what experts say, it doesn't matter what doctors say. The belief in mind, it's the key. It's the way they change.
On this path of life that I'm on right now, I'm always thinking about the future. I'm always thinking about my financial future. How can I make important moves now that are going to impact me when I'm older? This video is sponsored by Rise. Every time you get an income, you can set weekly, monthly, daily investment goals. You can put aside money while you're growing and seeking the best future for yourself. For me, what I do is every week I have an amount and it puts the money into the stock market. It's all about compounded interest. The actions and the things that you do today are impacting your future. So for me to continually having that compounding interest of money being put away into the stock market, by the time I'm 30, 40, 50 years old, that amount is generational wealth. That is the power of compounded interest. It's always important to think about your future, always important to think about tomorrow and 20 to 30, 40 years from now. What Rise has done with the Rubasha Family podcast, they're going to give you $5 once you sign up with the Rise app and you're approved. You can start your financial journey today. None of this is financial advice. Hit the link in the description, get $5 into your account once you're approved, and get started on your investment journey today.
And that is I and my Father one. Always God give us what we want through our mind. My friend, the reason how I'm talking to you, even though I can give you some point you can see. You can start looking, witness yourself. Most of the times because you know, oh, it's aloys, I know this guy. Because to know me, sometimes it doesn't give you that belief. I can tell you something like that. But the good things now is this: pay attention to your mind. Start seeing what happened to you. How did it happen? And you got to see it. See, this is not about believing. This is about the witnessing how life it is. You're going to start witnessing how your mind has changed. How everything you have done so far is through our mind. And that's how we got to change everything. And you could see the experience. I could see, we know we went to church. We see the church, how we went there. If the church will become still the same person, if the church doesn't make you change your mind, you feel everything's good, you go to end up to the church, keep going there. And always I say, guys, I'm not against the church, because the church is where our community will live. It's where we put our community together. It's whatever we're doing it. It's also economical issue. It's building church. It's economy. But to go to have what you have is through our mind. Our mind is everything. Our church starts in our mind. Our prayer is starting in our mind. Our miracle comes through our mind. It doesn't come outside. It doesn't come to the pastor. It comes through you first. Anyone could say something, any person could say something, because you see it in your mind first. You see it in yourself first. And also, of course, they're going to tell you what you have been asking them to have. And now we're going to see what we're going to see it, because they know that how mind works. My brother, my sisters, our pastors have been working for us, but they have never told us the power is within us. That is my preaching. My preaching is to tell you the power and the presence of God is within you. And I could have seen it, my example. That I'm saying I'm teaching by experience. As I said, when I came to Australia, I used to wonder, people don't go to church. People don't go all those kind of things there. But the way they live their life, everything's done. Their comfortable life and everything they have it, and the dreams they have it. I used to wonder why. Oh, all Africa, every time we go to church, we are full of church, but we don't get a good life. We don't get what is up. That is the reason. We don't use our mind. We don't see in our mind what we want to have. We think to go to church is going to give you everything. It's going to, because the pastor put your hands on your head, or you see everything is going to happen. Because say, oh, Karabashaka, he said in the tongues, everything is going to happen. No way, it doesn't happen that way. It renews their mind. I see people here successful in Australia. They never go to church, they never even go to church. But everything they do, they plan, they use their mind, and they get what they want. And that is how they keep. That is my message today to you. Let's use our mind. Pay attention to our mind. And always I keep saying, don't discuss what I'm telling you because I'm your friend, because you know me. Yeah. You know me maybe when you are young in school, you have to remember me in the school era, or you say me in Kenya when you are doing things. That's the image you're going to see. Even if forever tell you something and you realize it's the truth, you're not going to believe it because I know I'm my friend. See, and that's how this mind works. See, I give everything I do is my experience. When I change, when I start seeing my mind is working, when I see everything's through your mind, the health you want, the happiness you want, the love you want to have, it have to come start from your mind. And you share with people who love. I share with my kids. I share with my wife. They're not going to believe me. And I share to my sister, everybody around me. I talk to them. This is what I'm feeling. They never believe me. Even now, they don't believe me. Because they know me. And my friend also. But later, is now this what to believe. It's what you got to witness in yourself. This is by experience. And what I know, it changed. It changed. And the belief, it's a war. Because every word to have in our mind, it's what you are putting in our mind. There is no other war, you have it first. The war starts within yourself first. Because you have believed some things and you can feel to change it. And my brother, my sisters, that's how also the difference we have in African community, maybe in white community. White community have opened to discuss what their life is. They knew this for a long time how mind works. And they use it properly, nicely, plan it well. That you can see everything's been invented, everything has been. Even this thing we're talking on microphone or this YouTube or social media, the technology, it came from their mind. They have put their heart in it. They have put their thought, their soul, their strength to continue to invent, to continue to plan, to continue to use our mind. Is where we're behind. We have been always behind because of them, because of they used our mind. As we don't even use your mind. Even now we're discussing about this, about God. It's a war, me and you, my brother. It's a war to understand, even to see, oh, I know you can't say we are God. Why I can't say that? Who say that? Other people don't ask you that question, but as we are asking that question, as we want even to believe it, you don't even want to listen to me. You switch off because you don't want to hear the truth. That's how the change is going to come, my brother and my sister. That the change is going to come to our kids, to tell them their mind is their God, to tell them the imagination, it's their God, to tell them the power and the presence is in themselves. They have to believe themselves, and they have to have faith in themselves, and to do, and to have, and to be what they want. Because everything they're going to be is going to come through their mind. All children are equal. God has blessed us equally. God has given our life equally.
Hey, I have fantastic news for you. The Rubasha Family podcast is proud to announce that we have partnered with WorldRemit. Now, as a diaspora family, African Australian, we have our loved ones back home. We want to feel connected with our people, whether we're sending money back home to create our family legacy, building generational wealth, or we're connecting with our loved ones, birthday parties, whatever the situations is. We always want efficient and effective ways for us to be able to send money directly, straight away, for the people that we love or the projects that we're funding. So we have some fantastic news for you. For the link in the description, it's going to sign you up with WorldRemit. And not only that, even better news, guys, watch this. Once you send over $100, you will have $15 put into your WorldRemit account immediately. So make sure when you click the link in the description, it's going to take you to sign up with WorldRemit. Not only that, it's going to ask you to use a referral code. You punch in that referral code and that will give you $15 as soon as you send over 100. Now back to the video.
That's why my experience is the same. It's everything's just to please our stomach. See, when I used to be in Rwanda, I used to be hungry the same as way I used to be hungry in Kenya. It's the same now I'm hungry in Australia. It's the same way. Your stomach is not going to know if you're in Australia or in Rwanda or Europe or anywhere, or there is a war, there is anything there. Your stomach needs to be fed. Your stomach doesn't know if you have a job or if you are qualified, if you do anything. No. Your stomach doesn't know if you are sick or anything there. You got to feed it. No matter what the circumstances. See, that is the experience we are talking about. The change has to come within ourselves. The miracle comes when we change. Pay attention again to your mind. And always got to see me keep repeating the same thing. The reason I'm repeating, it's how it got to come through our mind. It's how we go to change. Because when you look at our Christianity, when you look at the people they were teaching us, they will keep telling the same thing, the same things over and over and over. Our generation has been changed for long times. They have been telling us this is how it is, and we accepted it completely. And we never look back. And we still have a war between ourselves. That's how we want to change it. That's how we see, to open our eyes, to see how other communities work, to see what is work for us, which is not for all work for us. We know what to do and not to do. We are the same. We're the same mind. But it's how to believe in our mind. Our mind, and even when we look, even when we read in the Bible, always life they got to be positive and negative. Why don't we choose what is positive only? Why don't we choose what is good for us? But as we go to the positive, and then again we go to look the negative. And the negative comes sometimes because of some people, they want to use it to be able to continue to live or to have life, because the fear feeds some people. The fear creates other people to live and to live successful. But we want to stop that fear. And only way you can do that is to be positive. Be positive yourself. Only thing got to change. When I say, as our God, your mind, you have to believe in ourselves. Always I refer you to Bible, Genesis 1:27. God created you in your own image. That's the thing you're going to see yourself every time. That is the power is going to give it to you every time, everything you want to have. Think positive. Think life first. Life is God. Life is Jesus. That's why He dwells in us. That's how He lives in us. When God lives in our mind, see, that is the end. Then we die. See, yes, dying is God not dwelling in you. And when God left in your mind, He left in our mind like anyone else, equally. You never know when, we never know when times. And we know that. But we're still feeling fear about death. Why we feel fear about it? Because somebody told us. And we know we've been experienced to it. Our parents, grandparents, everybody, when come past you. They inventors, musician, name it. They came, they go. When did Jesus come out from them? When did God go? You are gone. That's how life for everyone it is. Could be living in a village everywhere, in Africa, in Asia, India, America, everywhere. It's the same. That's how we are one. We call the same. It doesn't matter what you have been created. It doesn't matter how million you have. Everything, it goes same. And we know that. It's not a sin, it's not punishment, it's not anything. It's something we know. It's something we've been experienced years and years and years. It doesn't matter when you feel, oh, if I go, what my children go to survive? They will go to survive. That fear, you have to come from you. You have to remove that fear. Enjoy life. Life is there. And like Jesus said, let the death bury the dead. That's how it is. We want to remove fear. We want to be positive. We want to live in a positive way. And we change and we grow. My brother, my sister, let's keep teaching that. Let's keep inspiring each other. Let's keep motivating each other. Let's be open our conversation. Let's we talk. It's our life. Let's we talk about our God. It's our life. We got to share this every day. I want to open conversation, my brother, my sister. Let's we talk. Thank you for the next